Welcome to this edition of Supervisors Report with David Haubert. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Kamina. Joining me now is Supervisor Haubert. Welcome, Mr. Supervisor and Mr. President. I'm glad to see you today.
Marshall, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
You always have such wonderful topics. Would you share some that you have in your mind?
Well, thank you for mentioning I'm president of the board of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors. I was president this past year, 2025, and I'll be president next year, 2026. We just completed the first year of a 2-year term as board president. I think we had a great year this past year. We'll talk about some of those accomplishments, and I head into next year. At the end of next year, then I'll just be the Alameda County Supervisor from District 1. Lena Tam will then be the president as we rotate, but I've enjoyed this year being board president. I would like to share that just yesterday we had a very large and lengthy conversation about emergency medical services, the ambulance services here in Alameda County. We had our fire department, the contract service providers, Falk, a competitor to Falk, AMR, our health team, the whole system for delivering emergency services of ambulance services. We are continuing the dialogue of having an open system, which means that any ambulance service could be called upon to provide services, which we think will provide better service to folks here in the Tri-Valley. Under the current operating model, an exclusive operating model, exclusive to Falk, if calls happen in other parts of the county, ambulances have to leave to go serve them. That leaves us without service here in the Tri-Valley, and they fight traffic to get back over here. It's led to, in the past, some situations where we have had too lengthy of a time for response. It's increased our response times. So the long and short of it is we are getting closer and closer to what I believe will be better service for our community in terms of shorter and quicker response times. So I wanted to mention that. It's a very big contract. It's one of the top 5 things that we do as a county, providing emergency services. And so we are continuing to work on that. And we should have more information in about another 6 months. But I wanted to call that out under my soup's choice.
Thank you so much. Gosh, that leads me to think of Tri-Valley Haven.
Yeah.
And I think that's a term that's very close to your heart. You've had a great deal to do with their success, and they've had a big part in helping those who have been victims of domestic violence. And I wonder if you could talk a little bit more about the Tri-Valley Haven and the county and how they work together.
We rely on Tri-Valley Haven so much in the county. They are the only service provider that will shelter teenage boys whose mom may be fleeing domestic violence. And what does she do when she has a teenage boy? And nobody will take her in with her son. Tri-Valley Haven will. They have been around for many, many years, and their facility needs to be rebuilt. So one of the greatest things that we've done to partner with them is give them $2 million towards the rebuild of their shelter. And I understand they have $1 million left to go. I'm going to be fighting like heck to get them the last $1 million that they need to break ground on their new, the rebuild of their shelter. If they get that $1 million, they can start breaking ground.
Location might be the same with this expansion?
They know that they need to basically tear down what they have and rebuild it. So that's something that we need another $1 million to go and do. But we help Tri-Valley Haven in so many other ways as a county. The county Stop Waste, the regional waste disposal agency, has donated $30,000 to Tri-Valley Haven. The Alameda County Capacity Grant Program has helped Tri-Valley Haven improve their capacities and given them a grant of $130,000. In addition, the Alameda County Social Services Homeless Shelter Grant of $292,000, another Alameda County Social Services Food Pantry Grant of $126,000. The Sheriff's Department has even chipped in. They realize what an important resource the Tri-Valley Haven is. They've given a $25,000 grant. On top of that, we've given another domestic violence shelter grant of $26,000, and we've provided some legal aid in the tune of $13,000. All totaled, Alameda County has contributed over $2.6 million to the Tri-Valley Haven in this past year. So we look forward to, again, getting that extra, the last $1 million that they need, and letting them continue to rebuild.
Thank you for that. Now, due to the government shutdown and in general the rising prices, some residents just plain need help. And where can those residents living in Alameda County find help for groceries or a hot meal?
You know, Marshall, food is one of the biggest costs of a family's household, besides shelter, obviously electric bill and gas and water, all of the other things that need a household. But food is sometimes people spend whatever they have left over after all of those expenses, they spend on food. And if they don't have any money left, they can't eat. And yet we know we need to eat to live. We provide emergency food to those that are in need of financial assistance. The Alameda County Community Food Bank is the biggest source of food. The Alameda County Community Food Bank sends food all over the county. Here locally, they send it through groups like One Nation Dream Makers, like the Tri-Valley Haven, like Open Heart Kitchen. And they spend, before COVID, they would spend about $8 million a year sending out food. We currently are giving them $16 million a year, so we've doubled what is, and by the way, Alameda County Community Food Bank brings in money from all different sources, not just the county. They bring in sources from major corporations like Kaiser and Clorox and many others. In fact, I think that the Alameda County portion of their budget is about 30%. So they get a lot of money from other sources. But we've just doubled our resource to them from $8 million to about $16 million. And that will help stave off some of the food benefit cuts that have happened from the federal government, but also help defray the cost of food that has gone up. Food has gone up in cost more so than any other component of somebody's expenses. It's risen faster than gasoline prices, faster than electric bills have gone up. Food has gone up considerably. In addition to the emergency funding raised for the food bank, we have also given to community support organizations a $1.5 million grant from the Alameda County budget, which includes $100,000 for my office. We've allocated a food distribution focus of $1 million through the CBO Rapid Response Fund, where we're working directly with our local CBO organizations. We have a community of equity focus, which takes a 10-point plan to streamline food distribution to prevent duplication among providers. And we just have a long-term strategy of continuing to strengthen and harden our food network so that people can rely upon us when they need food.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on this edition of Supervisors Report with President David Haubert in just a moment. Welcome back to this edition of Supervisors Report with President David Haubert. Now, in your capacity as supervisor, you and your staff have been dedicated to support the community every year by holding the holiday toy and canned food drive. Would you tell us about this year's drive and how you're going to help?
Marshall, this is an event that I love every year, and I have to give credit to my predecessor, Alameda County Supervisor Scott Haggerty, who started the tradition, I believe. Maybe it was before him. I took it over from him, and my staff and I have a great time doing it. First of all, I want to say that the local IBEW, the International Brothers of Electrical Workers, they come and decorate the Heritage House.
They're really the core for that.
They love it, and
yes.
they decorate. We set up a Christmas tree. We accept food donation items from December 1 through 11. On December 11th, we have a canned food and toy drive. Literally hundreds of people can come by that evening and have heavy appetizers, an adult beverage, drop off a toy. We get the CHP, the fire department, the police come in, along with many other organizations that come and drop off toys. We have a great evening. This year, for the first time, we're moving from the Heritage House, which is overcrowded with people every year. Marshall, you've been there, thank you, and Melissa from TV30 come and enjoy every year, but it's so crowded. We're moving to the farmhouse, a building, a restaurant located right there on the fairgrounds campus, and so we have a little bit bigger space. We're going to be able to spread out a little bit more and collect canned food and toys for people that can't afford food and can't afford toys. In addition to that, Marshall, we're collecting money to give cards, Target gift cards, to moms that can go buy and shop exactly what their child needs. Every year we collect a mountain of food and a mountain of toys. And the day after the event happens, all of that goes to local shelters and needs. The Abode Family Services in Fremont and here City Serve and Tri-Valley Seek and Save receive the proceeds of the toys and the food. So we serve the entire District 1 geography, Fremont and the Tri-Valley, and it goes immediately out to families in need just in time for Christmas. So we love this event. Everyone has a great time, and December 11th, it's open to the public.
It's unique to any other thing I've ever seen, and congratulations for not only continuing it, but making it larger and much more effective.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, the Alameda County Women's Hall of Fame has been around for over, you know how long? Over 30 years.
Yeah.
And awards are given to women, and there's also a student scholarship category. And last year, a Dublin High School student won. Maybe you could tell us about this prestigious award, and when is the deadline to nominate folks?
So I will put the deadline to nominate up on the screen, along with the URL and website to nominate. I don't know off the top of my head when that deadline is, but I want to say that we have had some very illustrious winners of the Alameda County Women's Hall of Fame. So many so that I can't even mention, but I'd like to show a few of the photos of the Tri-Valley winners of the Hall of Fame up on the screen, and to say that if you are selected as a Women's Hall of Famer, it's quite an honor.
Yes,
now, what I would also like to add, Marshall, is that last year, for the first time ever, and we will repeat again this year in the spring, we do our own District 1 Women's Hall of Fame. It was held at McGrail Winery last year. We're going to hold it there again this year, and we get to select our own choice from around the District 1 Women's Hall of Fame.
Isn't that a wonderful place to have it?
It is a great place. One, it's a great place to have it. I love the McGrail Winery and the location, but I just also like bringing what a great idea countywide, bringing it to District 1. So we're going to do that again. It's important that we celebrate the success that women have in the Hall of Fame. It's not just all about the things that men do. Women are doing such great things in our community. So I'm a big supporter of the Alameda County Women's Hall of Fame, and also of the District 1 that we started last year. We're going to keep that going this year.
Are there any other upcoming events you'd like to share with us?
Marshall, I do want everyone to know the holidays are upon us. That means that both the cities of Pleasanton and Livermore will have a parade. If you don't get a chance to go out and watch the parade, you can watch it right here on TV30 all month long. I will be towards the very front, if not the front, of the Pleasanton parade, which starts an hour before the Livermore parade. And that'll give me enough time when I'm done to drive to the back and be the last tail end or towards the end of the Livermore parade. So that starts an hour afterwards, and I'll be able to be in both parades in the same night, in the same vehicle, and it's a great event. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Afterwards, we're going to go out to Casa Roscoe and have dinner. But I can't wait till December 6th is the parade. And if you don't get a chance to go, make sure you watch it on TV 30.
Absolutely. Thank you, Supervisor, for being here today and for updating us. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamina. Join us for the next episode of Supervisors Report with President David Haubert right here on Tri-Valley TV. Thank you for watching.